What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukshu. We are back with another Musume video. Hope y'all had a good weekend. And in today's video, we are going to be doing round 2, day 1, if I'm not mistaken. And then, well, because it's currently Sunday and still round 2, day 1. So, perfect. Right? Round 2, day 1. Yeah, looking at the time. So, Tuesday's video will obviously be round 2, day 2, like I said it would last week. And then by the time it hits Wednesday, I should be able, it should just be the finals. So that should be how it goes. Obviously, I'll make any changes just in case I had thought about this wrong, but it should be it. Yeah, because later tonight is round 2, day 2. Then Monday will be, yeah, we should be good. It should be good. But as you can see, we did only make it to round B, Group B. I did try. I wasn't successful in training. It is what it is. But I did almost get to Group A. I did get 2 wins at 2 times between the extra tickets that I didn't do on Friday before day 2 of round 1, and then round 1, day 2. So it is what it is. Almost had it, but it's okay. Group B, here we are. And pretty much, we're just gonna do the same thing. Actually, we're just gonna, I guess, go through the races until we finish the comments. That's pretty much it. It's just Group B. We shouldn't struggle to get 1 win. So that's why I'm fairly confident we don't really necessarily need to pay attention to the races. As long as just playing in the background, it is what it is. But before I do jump into the comments, which is primarily just Kazuki and mostly Nova. If you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. But we're gonna start off going over Kazuki's comments. First one says, finally got my 9k SP or skill points and US 5. Beating my US 4 record on Beyond Dreams with OG McQueen, though there's no S aptitude on long. And the guts only ended up with 1061. And this is the support card deck I use. Teo, MLB. Oh, all of these are MLB. Teo, Almondai, Fine Motion, Dodo, Forever Young, and Tazuna. Well, congrats on, I guess, now your highest training, right? Because you said you beat your US 4 record. So congrats on getting your US 5. I'm just here chilling. I'm just here chilling. I don't know if I'll continue training. I mean, like, from just because, or I can get started with the medium distance. Maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see what I decide. Some manga romance that I read and finished in the past is getting an anime. This is unexpected on my part, and it feels nice that they're getting an adaptation. Also, it feels nice that I recognize it instantly. So this is what manga readers feels like, huh? Yeah. Now, are you gonna be, now which manga reader are you gonna be when you see said anime adaptation? Are you gonna criticize the crap out of it? Possibly hate on it because you preferred the manga? Or are you going to appreciate the fact that they just at least made an adaptation of the manga you read? That's just pretty much how I see it. So yeah, I did day 1, round 1 with 5 out of 15 wins, as expected. Since I'm not really into the CM this time, I just throw away with what I have. One of them is McQueen US 5 that I trained earlier without S long aptitude, and I delayed day 1, round 1. It's yesterday, and I only do it today. Well, this was at the time of Friday, I think Friday still, because it's pretty much same as me. I delayed my round 1, day 1. Kazuki probably did a little later that day, if anything, since it was commented later. So since I'm still training. But yeah, all of them are just basically crap. It is what it is. Oh yeah, my team this time is I guess that's Scarlet or Die with Scarlet. Gentle Donna and McQueen. All OGs. All their OG ones or their original fits. Ramen, Top Road and Wedding Cafe are a crack, not gonna lie. On this CM, they're the metas currently. Well, that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't matter to me because then if it did, I would have probably pulled for them, but I don't. But I didn't. Oh yeah, I also watched some JP YouTuber that they didn't use speed card, instead triple Ys, and they reached 2k speed stats, and he used Doer for that run. That's crazy. three Ys cards and somehow making it to 2k? That's crazy. The flexibility for support card deck of this scenario is just insane. Makes me want to see what I can do with 3 Ys instead. That'd be hilarious. That'd be hilarious. Also, that's Eugen? No, that was not Eugen. If you heard me correctly, I said that I was just gonna show the turbo because of Eugen. Not because that's Eugen. Because most of the time we're doing CMs and all that, he would be the one noticing turbos, and in the comments he usually wanted to see what their turbos are, how their turbos are built. Therefore, I showed it for the first time because I realized it. But he didn't even comment. But he didn't even comment this video, so it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, I didn't see Eugen, so yeah, he didn't stream snipe me or whatever you want to call it, because I wasn't even streaming to begin with. If that guts reach 1200 plus and then Ys to 1800, it can reach LG rank. I wouldn't know. Don't really care. I wouldn't know, don't really care, since I know it's gonna take me a while before I reach LG rank. Do you think Side Games will release another medium speed card or mild speed card? They could if they wanted to. For the upcoming 5.5 Annie, probably. Maybe. Since the game already have Air Group Medium speed card and the last mile speed card is Ryan Crap, and the latest is not even speed card. It's Grand Allegria power card. If that's the case, it's perfect time for a classic League of Heroes and Miles CM, though I don't like the idea since I don't have carrots. Well, I would say more Miles since that one's been a while. I'm assuming Ryan Craft was way back before Air Groove, so yeah, I would say Mile more than medium. So maybe. So yeah, I did day 1, round 2, and it went okay-ish. I grabbed 7 out of 15 wins and advanced to Group A. Congrats. And the highlight of this day 1, round 2 is the VAT UA7 Orford with 1200 plus Y stats won against a US5 McQueen with 1700 plus Y stat. Isn't that ridiculous? Even though my McQueen didn't have long S aptitude, it still goes to RNG and luck at the end of the day. Well, I don't know if they made any importance to the Y stats aside from being able to activate skills and all that. I honestly haven't looked in any change logs or whatever to whatever importance to Ys. That has just been my general understanding to Ys. So I don't know if Ys really made a factor in that win, in that comparison, to be honest. All I can say is it does happen where the lower rank will somehow win. One way or another. So yeah, I would say RNG does play a big factor at the end of the day. No, Kuro did dirty to my Japanese waifu Chisa. That lore theory of her is just way too cool, and yet it go to waste. Such a waste of a lore theory and speculation. It's because you only logged into It's because you dropped the game, then only logged in for iMyth, and then dropped the game again. That's totally why. Just kidding. It's not the reason why, but I don't know what else to say. I'm just saying that for fun. But yeah, that was pretty much Chisa, and the whole entirety of the High Roy was just NPC Chisa. So it is what it is. But it is what it is. Other than that, that's pretty much it for all the comments from Kazuki. Although, well, let me just refresh just to be sure there's no other comments being uploaded. Seems like Asta did reply to one of Nova's, and that would be pretty much it for the differences. So we're gonna go over Nova's comments now. Thank you, Kazuki, for the comments. Appreciate it as always. First comment from Nova says, "Oh god, Silver Palace beta came out and the gacha system is similar to Enfield, but just 100 pity to instead of 120. A lot of videos dunking the gacha system and glazing NCE, I get that, but it's not as glaze worthy as they think. If the only worth in the gacha is the gacha system, then they really shouldn't be playing any other gacha besides NCE. Gacha games needs more love and care, honestly. Cause the reason why people focus on the gacha is because they want to see how it is." Honestly, if you think about it, a lot of these people who play gacha games primarily only care about the gacha and the characters rather than the game itself. Hence all the people complaining for a skip button on story mode for whatever game. Because all they want to do is play the game and not learn about the lore or whatever. And then later on they're gonna be like, "What the heck is going on in the story?" Because they didn't pay attention, or they just wanted to skip because they just didn't care, and because they're being impatient and all of that. Which is what's the whole point of playing a story game if all you care about is combat? You might as well just play freaking, I don't know. I don't know what you would play. Just go play your online multiplayer games. If you just want straight up action right off the rip and not care about lore. Just do that. But yeah, I already mentioned that. I don't know, like a while ago, that a Silver Palace was basically Enfield, but you're guaranteed to get them at 100. From what, if I read correctly when it was leaked, which is what, 100 off from the pity from NTE. It's not bad. I mean, Enfield, I don't care about the system. I care about the price. I've made that loud and clear. I've made that loud and clear because they don't necessarily. I don't feel like they give us enough events. Like I said, this whole time since Enfield's been released. Yes, the reason why it's a gacha game is because of the gacha system, but the more importance of the game is not the gacha itself, but the actual story and everything else inside the game. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Honestly, the people who generally just care about how the gacha system is are the people who don't care about the story or anything about outside of the gacha system and characters. That's all it is. They only care about pulling. I could be wrong, but that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. But moving on, exploration and NC, Enfield, and Wuwa this weekend. Let's see how long this could take. I've been grinding Mongo slowly. Eventually, I'll get caught up. Eventually. So Friday, I pretty much did as much as I can to do a big catch up in Mongol. I made it to my characters are now level 60. I think that's maxed out, right? and I made it to, I guess, the next region because it's a whole new. Because we took a boat to go there. I don't know if you made it that far. But I'm there. Basically, I guess Asia. I don't know. I guess they're Japan in Mongol because yokai and all that. They mention yokai and all that, so I'm gonna just go with Japan. And I did pretty much finish the entirety of the event, the summer event, in one sitting. Found all these summer coins, all the cappies and all that, happy dolls, and whatever else I had to look for, or these Shellymander balloons. And I've been trying to get Francis this whole time, trying to pull for her. And I think I'm close to pity. So I have like maybe a day or two before it leaves. I think today's login will let me get 15 more pulls from the summer event thing where you can get more if you clear the things. So I think I can get 15 more off that. So I think I can guarantee myself a Francis at least. But I do have Verna and her weapon. I always usually just go for the weapon, so I said screw it. And then Wua, I started on events. I don't know what event that is called. I don't know how to call or describe the event. But I did majority of it. Because, in one sitting. And then there's the other events where there's like more exploration whatsoever, I believe. I think. I'll just try and do that as it gets closer to the phase 2. I do need to, as of right now, for me Sunday, I do need to use my sanity potions because they are gonna expire, at least whatever that came up after or during this week. So I'm gonna use that for Arcane, obviously. For more of the, was it the crisis core things? I need the purple item for her forte, essentially, is what I'm trying to raise up. And then NCE, I need to do Beyond the Rails, but I'm gonna go last second on that. Maybe. Because I want to see how many I can get to 80 before I start it. Lacrimosa and Shinku, I was able to get up to, or ascend them to get to 80. So I just need to, actually no, I think Shinku's already at 80. No, she's not. I need to get both of them to level 80. So I need to farm, I need to farm the materials to level them up. Experience materials. I don't think I'll be able, I don't know if I'll be able to get a lot of their, what are they called? Arcs. Their weapons, essentially, to level 80. But I think I'll be fine, regardless. I just wanted to see if I can get to 80 before the end. And then I'll see from there. I was lurking, if anything. If I were gone, then yes, it's probably because YouTube got me for good. I still don't know what reason YouTube would, I guess, shadow ban you. It's not like you were saying anything bad. Dudes in Reverse and Arknights are cool since I think their lore are decent. Dudes in Woo is like, well, I'm just here pulling. Chiyuin might just have a pretty good lore coming up if we do adjust the Threnodian and its Resonator. Could they lead this plot into 4.0? Well, he is from Huang Long, right? So maybe he'll make an appearance at one point. Since he did mention, to go visit the magistrate and say hi. Which she didn't do because she just went straight to Lahai Roy. Or Rover went straight to Lahai Roy. And then now she's in Huanglong, but in Mengzhou. Or Mengzhou, however you want to say it. 3 speed A, I'll note that for the scenario, but yeah, borrowing the Dia speed was a given since it's the only long distance speed card viable with the current meta. Well, I don't have Dodo, so it don't matter. Kazuki be planning for the next scenario already? Jeez, I can't do that, man. Kazuki just be looking ahead for whatever reason. I don't know. For whatever reason, I don't know. Not sure how it works with shadow banning, but does it work with channels only or for the whole account? But I know at least it's real and it's scary. I don't know. I've never encountered shadow banning or getting shadow banned on YouTube, so I wouldn't know. I don't know why you would get shadow banned either, because I like and heart the comments, so it shows that I'm, you know, it's a positive, not a negative, right? So what's the reason for it to for you to get shadow banned if I'm literally liking and hearting the comments? Group A be sweating regardless, mirror Umas and mirror cards, but the difference is down to RNG and persistent training. I don't want to deal with those two factors, so Group B finals is fine. I'm fine with Group B finals because it's pretty much where I be chilling most of the time. Like, I know I can get Group A if I do essentially, I guess, put more time like I did in the past, but you know, life gets busy and there's a lot more games these days, so. Well, I say that. Did I pick up more games than the games EOS taught me, maybe? I think so. So yeah. And a lot of these games do require a lot of more attention, so it is what it is. For a GFL2 banner, I can't say I do. They might go into the smaller characters before moving to another major event. All I know is that Groza, Alter, and Sopo are coming. So either I hold off and don't pull Lucia, right? That was her name? For the water team? Because I could still technically use her. I do have Springfield. Obviously Tololo. Is Florence water also? I believe Florence is water, right? As you can see, I haven't really used water team. Do I have any other characters aside from those? I'm not sure. So maybe not. I don't know. Although I do remember trying to... Well, I didn't pull for one of the characters earlier on, so... I don't know if I'll pull for... Lucia at all. I think I'll just wait for Groza then. Unless the next other banners I end up liking a character, but we'll see. Story-wise, Chisa was just like, by the way, let's put a Chisa jump scare here and there. Yeah, that is pretty much it. She just appears like, oh hey, I'm here too, you know. Skibrika got more screen time. She did, because she had her own arc essentially for her. Then again, I don't regret skipping her since I am sure they'll release another Arrow DPS sooner or later. Kathy is still fine. Yes, Cartathea is still perfectly fine. Although she does require, well, unless you're using Arrow Rover, she does require Chisa. Unless you're using Arrow Rover, you should be using Chisa on her. Because of that arrow erosion. Maybe irredeemable. But I'm gonna pull still. Oh, I'm still gonna pull for Zonko. It's not like I don't like Zonko. It's just... I guess CN just don't like the feeling of having a villain be playable. Which, honestly, like I said, it goes by the pattern of, like, the Hoyo games and I guess Kuro, because they, even though they have given us enemies or villains, they weren't, like, completely, you know, well, I guess not Hoyo, unless it's Genshin, because Zenless hasn't done that, obviously, since... Sorry, Nova. Isolde and Sarah did. Isolde was close. I will admit that. Isolde was close. I will admit that because I see. Well, I see it in your next comment, which I'll go over. But she could have, but she. I'll let you say it in here, but in your next comment. I'll just move on with the comment. As for the Bureau of Anomaly Investigation, I think they're hiding something with the Scarlet Letter. It's just a suspicion, but they are aware of the Scarlet Letter involvement with these artifact hunting. I know it's early, but there's something sus about the Bureau. I did say that. I did say that they were aware of the Scarlet Letter already because Hattori was missing in the story because she was with Alfred talking about the situation with Daffodil. Come on, Nova. I'd be saying that already. I mean, when there's like a company or a big, I guess, company like the Bureau, there's always gonna be suspicions on whether they're actually all good or there's something going on behind the lines. But usually in these cases, there's always something going along the lines. So I wouldn't say your suspicions are entirely wrong because it can happen. Oh, Shushu, the Grand Architect just wanted to find a suitable host for their buddy Thernodian. As for Sarah, it was less of a chance to save her than Isolde. Isolde had a chance at redemption and was very close, yes. Isolde was just lost in revenge, the most generic anime villain trope there is. It was redeemable. It was redeemable until she let revenge consume her, so... right? Yes, find a suitable host for their buddy, but aka the enemy. So, yet using a pretty much, at the time, I guess, innocent Dania. Dania didn't want to do any of this, from what it looked like. She's just being controlled. Can you call that completely innocent, harmless? See how far Dania got pushed through. See how easily the Grand Architect just throws away her, I guess, assets, whatever she has. Like, oh, you're useless. In the trash you go. I don't think that's redeemable behavior. If nothing else matters to her, unless they're useful to her. I don't think that's redeemable behavior. Especially considering the Grand Architect is, as of right now, still at least what it looks like should be the endgame boss, maybe, unless there's more yet to be revealed. Well, I wouldn't say endgame because they're still like Thernodians and all that, so we'll see what happens. I saw Dahlia once and she was more appealing than the Herta. Hafka is always good in my eyes. Sparkle and her ult are also good too. I forgot about Dahlia. I guess if I were going to pick the two Gooner characters, it would probably be Dahlia because she kind of gave Goods that feeling. And Kafka. I don't know about Herta, but I do like Herta. Always, and also Kafka. And I do like Sparkle and Sparksy. I want to call her ult. Sparksy has her own identity, technically. Technically. Asta says, I would like to live in the two great mountains of Dahlia. Nova says, HSR needs more goon. Zenless has proven Hoyo could do better in the goon department. They were pretty tame. They are pretty tame in Star Rail. Hoyo's next game, Nexus Anima, is pretty much a 3D auto chess gacha where you gacha for creatures to battle. I don't know if I can get into this genre, especially since TFT in League is already a thing and there's no gacha there for the actual creatures used to battle. So I'll be skipping this one and see what's the next Hoyo game. They're making 4 more at least. I didn't even know the Nexus Anima was like... I guess you're comparing it to TFT, which I've barely seen stuff on it, but I still don't know much about it. So I don't know if I'll try it. But we'll see. It seems that Remy's best team will be Promea and Velina. They really are juicing up Promea for the ice anomaly, almost as if they want to get rid of Miyabi enjoyers. You can't, because I still use both teams. You can't, because I still use both teams. That's evidence of a lot of my recent Shiyu and Deadly Assault videos. It's literally the last one. I still use Miyabi and Promea. The last one I think I did also. No. The last one I used. I believe I used the actual AOD theme because I put Nangong. But I know a lot of the past ones I've simply just used those two. Like this one I see Deadly Assault and Shield Defense when I came back. When I posted after Anime Expo. Still had both of them. And I used both of them for for both Shield Defense and Deadly Assault. So yeah, I'll still enjoy using Miyabi no matter what. Can't stop me from using Miyabi. Enfield CC is supposed to be hard, but I did 12 stars and that was it. Fangyi was the only team I say that could tolerate it. Yeah. I mean, I was close with Lavitanes, I'll be honest. Got completely wrecked when I tried Mifu's. And Fangyi's was the best one. So, I agree. Yep, the only gacha Shushu and I will allow you to bash here is Etheria Restart. I'm gonna say it right, that game was ass. I'm sorry, I did not. At the end, after playing it for however long I lasted playing it, it just came down to the realization that it just wasn't fun at the end of the day. Like, the story was fine. It was whatever. Like, that was probably the best thing about it, in my opinion, because I just didn't like the whole PvP aspect, going against other people and all that, because if you didn't get anyone around your level or lower, you just lose. Let alone you just go against people who just swipe for the game, so you're just gonna end up getting wrecked. It's not like Uma, at least to the CM, you have a chance to go still participate in the CM and go into Group B, be separated from the whales and all that. So the Theory Restart was like, you either play story and don't care about the PvP, or you just don't play the game. I chose not to just play the game, unfortunately. But it's funny because my friend who actually told me about Ethereal Restart also entered the game, stopped playing the game a couple months after I had stopped. So even my friend who told me to play it still ended up quitting it. So yeah, I think it just had a lot to do with the whole PvP thing. It was just ass. I hate those kinds of games where it's like heavily focused on PvP. Like, yeah, there was a story, but I got Shinku to 80 before anyone else. Iori will be at 70. Maybe since she's just a healer. I wouldn't just call her a healer. I won't just call her a healer, because she's more of a hybrid. So support, healer, hybrid, all that. She can do damage. She can do damage. She's just not I don't think she's just your generic like healer where you just throw her in, heal, and throw her out. She actually does help out, supporting the characters and decent damage. That's not a priority in my opinion. What is slow about NT character building is actually the skill building. I do have to farm the weekly boss for a long time to max out all the skills. Yes, because I think to reach the very end, it's like 4. I'm just like, bro, 4? You need 4 of these mats along with the other bats to level this up. I think that's more than 1 drop after beating it once. Because I think 1 drop you get like 3 maybe? I think. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I don't remember entirely. But yeah, I agree. I agree. The skill building, or like essentially the tree, where you bring up like their old basic attacks, skill, support skill, I don't know, redirect skill and all that. Wherever that section is. That thing is expensive when it comes to those weekly materials. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. And majority of them wants the freaking the one in the Kape. I don't know what to call it. I forgot the name of that boss, but you know what I'm talking about, like the widow something. Yeah, the one in the auction area. You know what I'm talking about, Nova. But yeah, that thing's expensive. Definitely expensive. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it for all the comments. So thank you, Nova and Kazuki, for the comments, and Asta for replying to one of Nova's comments. Appreciate it as always. Tomorrow's video, as in Tuesday, will be round 2 day 2, and then Wednesday's video will be the finals. So with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys' weekend were. Let me know where you guys ended up in the CM, whether it's Group A, Group B, doesn't matter to me. I'm in Group B. I just care if you guys participated and made it to the end, because you know, free carrots are nice. So, and if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And with that being said, guys, thank you once again, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.